believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you feel. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation, and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? you now. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh. I've got sunshine, I've got you now. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you're having a wonderful evening or morning, depending on what country you're from. I'm having a good day. Today, my son turned 16. I spent all day getting him drive ready. So first thing in the morning, we drove to Franklin, Tennessee, to meet for Gavin to take the skills test. And then we ended up signing over the title of my Jeep Renegade to him. Then we met with the insurance company. Then we went to the car wash. And so my whole day has been getting him legal to drive, and then the car legal for him to drive in, and then smelling good and looking nice. So it has been a day for me. I've been on vacation all weekend. I went to Orlando for my daughter's cheer competition. Thankfully, my wife went with me. And so she spent all weekend with my daughter and thousands of super hyper cheerleaders. and me and my son went to Universal Studios for a couple days. So I've got some really cool Insta360 X4 footage. And then right before I went, I ended up purchasing the DJI Mini 4 Pro. And that's the drone that I decided to take on the plane with me. I just, I wanted a small travel drone that I could take on a plane. If we were driving, I would have taken a bigger drone, but because we were flying and I had to fit it in a carry-on, I bought that at the last second. So now, so with all that said, I got some great videos with the Mini 4 Pro. Super impressed with that little drone. But now I have a Mini 4 Pro. I also have the motion controller that came with the DJI Avata 2, and I have the new goggles. So I am going to test out the FPV mode on the Mini 3, and then I'm also going to try to fly it with just the goggles. And I saw that I think, Joe, I think you've already done that. So pretty excited to do that. Yeah, the X4 did a wonderful job. Didn't have any issues of it like getting wet or anything. I did take it on a water ride at Universal. They made me stop recording halfway. They stopped the ride halfway through and made me put my camera away, which is crazy because they let me do it last time we were at Universal. And even the guy at the beginning of the ride said that I could take it on the ride. I just had to put my selfie stick all the way down, and then anyway, but I got half of the ride, so I might show that. And then the only issues that I had with the Insta360 X4 was I put the lenses on it, I don't know, like the lens guards that came with it. Nothing wrong with them. Everything looks great until the camera got wet, and then there was some condensation on the inside of those lenses, but no condensation on the inside of the camera, so no water got in, which was good. I made sure the camera was dry before I opened any doors. I never opened up the battery case or the battery door, whatever. I never pulled the battery out or the SD card. I left it in the whole time. I just used the USB-C port to get files off of it. So that all worked out great. So I might need a new computer to render all of the 8K footage that I got. But the only other thing was I took it to the water park, Volcano Bay. And my favorite ride at Volcano Bay is the Not So Lazy River, which is like this lazy river that goes around the whole park, but it's like rapids, and you have to wear a life jacket, and it's kind of like you're going down the Ocoee River here in Tennessee. So I got some really cool footage of that, but the stitch completely screws up as soon as I go underwater. So even though I got kind of underwater footage, I'm probably going to clip that ride here and there. But very cool. Got some of the wave pool. I did some walkthroughs at Universal. I walked through the comic book section. But I didn't really plan to make a video of Universal, but I am going to just kind of make a montage of different clips, and then I might do, this is a video from the X4, and then this video is from the Mini 3 Pro. I did a couple flights with the Mini 3 Pro. I did a beautiful sunrise type, like a video at sunrise where everything was kind of dark, and then by the end of the flight, everything was lit up. But man, I just loved doing point of interest, like in Orlando, at least where I was, pretty close to the airport. So as soon as I got over to my hotel, it was like, hey, you're in a warning zone. But where I was at was really cool. There were just these random hotels, and then they had property around them. So you'd have like here in Nashville, when there's hotels around everywhere, there's like, it's just a building next to a building. It's kind of hard to really just kind of enjoy one building at a time. But these hotels, there'd be like, everything be kind of flat, and then there'd be like these 20-story hotels here and there. And so, and there was a pond behind ours. So I had all this like area that I could fly around and set up my shot. And I knew I wasn't going to back into a tree or anything. I was trying to do some Stevie Bronx type shots where I kind of came up to the building and pulled up, and then I did the same thing backwards, and then I did a point of view. My favorite shot was I got down low, drew a rectangle around, and did a point of interest. So the drone started rotating around the building, and then I pulled up at the same time. So I've got like this really cool like crane type shot. So I'll be putting those videos up for you guys, in the next couple weeks. So on the docket, Mini 4 Pro FPV, Mini 4 Pro with the goggles by themselves, using the goggles but flying it like a GPS drone, more DJI Avata videos, and then Insta360 X4 videos. And then in May, I should be getting a VR 180 camera from CAF that I can test out. So I don't know what my NDA is going to be with that camera and when I can actually release that footage, but I have a feeling they're going to just let me post the footage. So not much other than that going on. So yeah. Art's in the house. What's up, Art? Hope you're having a good night. So let's go through and do roll call before I forget it. I kind of did a roll call in the chat already, but yeah. So John Carroll was first. John, hope you're having a good night. He said that he practiced. He did a short practice with the Avata 2 with the motion controller today. First time he's ever handled a motion. Tomorrow he'll do the first video. He's ordered the new controller, should get here on the 8th. Wait. It's already past April 8th. Maybe he means May 8th. So that's pretty cool. Gary's second in the house. So Gary, hope you're having a good night. I called you a stud somewhere in the chat. Who else we got in the chat? Sean Hyde Studios is in the house. What's up, Sean? Welcome to Foxhorn. Hope you're having a good night. We're going to have to turn that off. John reminds everybody to hit the thumbs up. He says, I count. It's pretty awesome. Who else we got? Lambo called me Fox Thor. I'm more like Fat Fox. Or no, Fat Fox. I'm more like Fat Thor. So welcome, Lambo. Hope you're having a good night. Charles Gillespie's in the house. Always pleasure to see Charles in the house. Stephen Drones is in the house. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good night. Who else we got? I think that's it. Except, oh, nope. Joe's in the house. What's up, Joe America? Hope you're having a good night. I like saying your name, Joe America. It's fun. And then who else? Art's in the house. What's up, Art? Hope you're having a good night. Doug Mack is in the house. What's up, Doug? All right, so Lambo says, tried doing that manually, the complicated dolly zoom top-down shot. Yeah. So I used to do it with my Unique Typhoon H. And the reason I love the Typhoons, because I did it on the Typhoon H and the Typhoon H Plus, is that let me see if I can get this right. Um, either the pitch or the yaw. No, the pan. It's Pantastic. That's the name of my video. So the pan the on the Unique Typhoon H's um, is automatic. So it's like a dial, and so you can like set it to slow or medium or fast, or like it's got maybe like 15 speed settings on the dial, and so you can crank it all the way to the right. I got to turn that off. This is driving me nuts. Turn off all notifications for Facebook. So Nacho talked me into being an admin for a group, and it's the first group that actually has members joining like every minute. So I'm getting these um, crazy notifications all the time. But what was I talking about? Oh, so the pan was automatic. So as you're flying through the air, the drone would go like this, or like the camera would just slowly pan. And then you could set the drone to cruise control. So I could have the drone going in that direction. I could have the camera automatically going this way. And then I could just point the camera wherever I wanted it to, and I would just get these insane shots out of it. So, so I think that's pretty cool. I also did that with the Parrot Anafi. Parrot Anafi, you can create like a waypoint mission. It's called Free Flight in the Parrots. And if you don't have any camera settings in your waypoint, then you can move your camera independently to the drone. So I'd go through and I'd kind of point at things, and I would just man the camera, and the drone would be flying automatically. I used to do that too. Oh, I hit the space bar button. Let's see who else we got here. Art saying hi to everybody. Who else we got? John missed Art at the meetup. Yeah, I've been to 2 meetups now, Art, and I haven't seen you at either one of them. So I would love to see you at the next one if you can make it. So Doug Mack says he's loving the Avatar 2. Insta X4 is charging. Best Buy credit card looking for donations. Am I making you spend a lot of money, Doug, or would you do it without me? Yeah, those 2 cameras, or those. Yeah. So another thing I ordered this week is I don't remember what the name of the guy is called, but there's a guy I joined a Facebook group a long time ago, and this guy makes these crazy damper mounts for the bottom of. He's got one for the Mavic Pro, the Mavic 2, and the Mavic 3. And I just bought the one for the Mavic 3 Classic. And so I'm going to be putting the X4 on the bottom of the Mavic 3 Classic. I'm going to try it. The mount's like $100. But I'm going to try it. It doesn't look like it's going to cause much. I'll do it on a day that's not windy. And then if that doesn't totally work, I'm going to put my X4 on the bottom of the Inspire 2 and fly that around. But what's nice about the Mavic is it's not as big as the Inspire. So I'm going to try that. So Steve said it was 27 degrees this morning. So when we got back from Florida, it was like, I think it was like 58 degrees in Nashville in like late April. What's up with that? I'm going to be drinking a lot tonight, y'all. And it's probably going to make me gassy. So Art says he will go to the next one. So everybody mark your calendar. Art is going to be at the next one. If he doesn't go, we're all going to unsubscribe to his channel. I'm just kidding. No, I'd love to see Art in person. I knew Steve would chime in at some point. H plus is the best. No zoom drones can do that. That's true. But I'd like to see you fly your unique Typhoon H under a park bench. I'm just kidding. Okay, I actually wouldn't want to see you do that. Jim said the X4 is just big. Yes, it is big. It's a little bit bigger, but it performed like a champ in Orlando. I was expecting it to overheat. The 1-inch edition has some like room to breathe, and it's not watertight. So I was expecting the X4 with all of its rubber coating for it to, and like it really can't breathe as a camera. It's a waterproof camera. Usually waterproof means airproof. But the thing, I ran the camera for maybe 25 minutes while I walked around Universal Studios in like 90-degree weather in the hot sun, and it did not overheat at all. It performed like a champ. So I'm very impressed with that little camera. And I think 360 cameras are the best cameras for that scenario, because I don't have to worry about holding it straight. With the gimbal's big and bulky. I would say the Osmo Pockets are pretty good. Osmo Pocket 3 is probably the best, I think. But the Insta360 cameras don't have any moving parts. They perfectly hold the horizon. You can either direction hold them or not, and then you can reframe your shots later. I think it's the best thing for recording something that you don't want to think about, like an event, like events. And the fact that I recorded an 8K and I got a 4K reframe video out of it, and every once in a while you see a little stitch wobble, but for the most part it was just as good as a GoPro. I don't think I'll ever buy another GoPro. I think I'd rather spend my money on another X4. I really think the X4 is probably the best 360 camera overall. I would say there are cameras that take better video, and there are cameras that are more waterproof. But if you're looking for one camera that does it all, I would say the X4 is probably the best thing that's come out. And I've played with a lot of cameras. So my plan is to sell the X3s, which I've been saying that for a long time. And then get another X4. And then that way I'll have two. I can do some VR 3D videos with them. I can do all kinds of stuff with two of them. So, yeah. So I don't really have anything on the agenda. I feel like everything that I should have talked about, I've already talked about. The X4 came out. The Avata 2 came out. I've done a lot of things. So I thought tonight, if nobody wants to come on the show with me, I thought tonight I would go to the club and show you guys videos that you guys have posted in the club. So yeah. So let's pull up the club. Jim's going to be right back. So we're going to play his video right now while he's gone so we can make fun of it. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. All right. And I hope you guys don't have any copyright music on here. So I'm going to go down here in the corner. Ooh, that doesn't work. The orange on the red. I got to make some changes there. All right. So I thought I would show everything that happened this week. Jim flew his. So John only uses epidemic sounds. I want to play this from Joe. This was from 6 days ago. Flippity Dippity at Fountain Blue State Park. So this is maybe the first day he had the Avata. We'll see. The Avata 2. Nice. So Joe is pretty low to the ground using easy acro. So it doesn't look like in the instructions it says like, get around an area that you're not too close to things. But Joe has showed us that you can do those flippity flues pretty close to the ground. So awesome flight, Joe. As always, I love watching you zip around parks. Here's some more easy acro from Joe. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
All right, so there's some more acro practice from Joe. Pretty awesome. I wanted to show. We'll show Joe hitting gas. We got a lot of Joe videos. Let's play one from John Carroll. This is one of his flights from the South Florida drone meetup. All right, y'all. I want to pause it right here. I want to show you guys this shot. When I was in South Florida with John, he mentioned that he liked it when I commented on his videos, because I think I see things differently than the way he sees things. I just want to show off this shot right here. So right here, John takes this turn, and I love the wakes behind these boats. I love the there's kind of like a little gap, like a little sand gap between, I don't know if these are bays or what, I don't know what things are called in Florida, waterways or bays or causeways or whatever. But I love how this boat's curving around, and there's just this line in John's video that comes in here, and then as he gets closer, this little waterway spreads out. So I just want you guys to watch this part. So very cool video. So let's see, we've got some chat going on. I'm gonna hide this for a second. So what do we got going on here? Maddie showed up. I want to say hey to Maddie. Hope you're having a good night. It was good hanging out with you at the Chinese buffet. Pretty awesome. Chuck's in the house. Welcome, Chuck. Hope you're having a good night. I see that Chuck broke down and got the Avata 2. Where did I see that? So Chuck said he only has 3 Avata 2 batteries, but his NDs show up soon. I just got my NDs, but I haven't flown with them yet. I'm kind of excited for that. 8 more possums in the house. What's up? I saw something on the club for him. We'll show that real quick. So Eat More Possum. Oh, wait. So 9 years ago, he flew 1 mile for the first time. It was quite a thrill. The Phantom 2 Vision Plus with antenna mods. So this is a picture of his flight. Traveled 2.4 miles. Max distance was 1 mile away. Average speed was 7.67 miles per hour. Or no, that was the average speed. The max speed was 39 miles an hour. He got up to 366 feet in altitude, and max altitude is 1,377. So maybe he was going uphill or downhill. Or wait, I don't know, uphill. And he got long range multi-rotor pilots. So pretty awesome there. So what else do we have in the chat? Did I miss somebody that came in? I feel like I've said hi to everybody. So Brent said he had 6 batteries for all of his drones until the Mavic 3 Pro. Only 2 batteries for that so far, or the Mavic 3 Pro. The Bird and the RC Pro gutted his wallets. What's nice about that drone is it flies a lot longer than some of your other drones. So 2 batteries for the Mavic 3 is the same as like 3 batteries for the Mavic 2. You know what I mean? Like they're getting so much airtime now. I was flying with the Mini 4 Pro and it got down to 30%, and I was like, man, I got to bring it home because I have that old anxiety of, you know, when my drone battery gets down in the 30s, I have to start bringing it close to home so that it'll make it back home. But like, I think I had another like 5 minutes before I got the critical battery warning on that drone. So these batteries are lasting so much longer now. You used to be able to get like 10, 15 minutes out of a battery. Some of these drones can fly like 30 minutes on a battery, and man, 3 batteries is a lot. Like I run out of stuff to take a picture of or video by the time I'm on my third battery, I don't even have anything left to do except just have fun. But yeah, so Gary left all of his money for the Avata 2 in Florida. Yeah, I bought mine on credit and I don't have to pay it off. I can pay it off in November and still not pay any interest on it. So that's what I will be doing with all of my extra money, is we'll be paying off the Avata 2 and now the Mini 4 Pro. So who else we got? Whew. All right, so Chuck says, trying to move forward while learning from reflecting. That was deep. I hope you're reflecting on the right things to move forward properly. That's my wishes for you, my friend. Eat more possum. I rarely depleted my batteries below 30%. I guess it helped because I never had a battery go bad. Yep, I've never had a battery go bad either. I'm anxious to see what my batteries look like after I took them on a plane. I hope I didn't ruin them. I don't think I did. But I watched a lot of videos about taking things on planes, and it seemed to be okay. But my daughter brought a bag of potato chips on the plane that she got at a gas station in Florida. And I don't know if Dusty's here tonight, but East Coast Thrills. But we were talking about in Florida at the South Florida Drone Meetup about how I used to work for the corporate office of MAPCO, which is a convenience store here in Nashville. And we would have to ship potato chips from different places depending on where they were going to arrive. So we couldn't ship potato chips from a valley over a mountain, or else every one of the bags of potato chips would explode. And by the time they got to their destination, there'd be potato chips everywhere. And it had to do with altitude and, the air that you put in the bag is at a lower altitude and then it expands or contracts. I remember exactly whether it was over the mountain or from the mountain down or the bottom of the mountain up, but one of them changes the pressure and all the bags would explode. And so her potato chip bag almost exploded on the airplane. It was very bloated. So what else we got? So Chuck got it. Yeah, I don't know if you heard my story, Chuck, but I bought it on DJI, and then 2 hours later, I was able to pick it up at Best Buy. So I bought it at Best Buy, and then I canceled it, and so my credit card, all of my money was on hold for like a day and a half until DJI canceled their order or whatever. But it all worked out. So I had it day one, but it was probably the worst downpour we've had in a long time. So I was able to kind of unbox it and make half a video. And I went to lunch, and then in the middle of my lunch, started pouring down rain, and I just decided to go home at that point. But luckily, I got 4 good flights out of it so far. So retail therapy along with real therapy. Yep. All right. So Doug says Sean should be a tech tester for DJI and Insta360 and get free future products for testing. Could someone please make that happen if you can? Thank you, Doug. I would love to just get free stuff, and because I end up buying it anyway. But it'd be great to have some free stuff, and because I'd test the crap out of it if I got it for free. The problem is I spend my own money on it, and I that's why I do all my videos safely. And so like right now I teach people how to not crash their drones and not do anything risky or stupid, because I mean, that's $1,000 I've got in the air. I don't want to just destroy it. But if someone gave it to me for free and they said test the crap out of it, I would test the crap out of it and I would put it on video for everyone to see. So, so Chuck said the stuff that swayed him on the Avata 2 was flight time, camera, goggles. So, yeah, it's a great little drone. So what does Gary say? Yeah, I'm just not popular enough, Gary. I would love to do it. I mean, I have a lot of subscribers, and I feel like my Avata videos, let's see what I don't want to, let's just see how many views my Avata videos have gotten. I'm just curious, but like, I feel like I got a lot of views, good enough to do like, be like a content. All right. So I'll show you my stats real quick. So on the very first Avata video I did has 515 views. The second one that I did, 524 views. The third video I did, 1,103 views. And then the sport mode video got 1,090 views. So, you know, I guess in, let's say 10 days, I've gotten to 3,000 views. That's pretty good. So yeah, DJI should give me, and if I would have had the drone ahead of time, I would have gotten a lot more views than that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Billy, Dobo, Potato Jet, Flight Path, like all the people that get it ahead of time, like they've had a month to play with it. They have everything. They've got their thoughts already collected. They can make a good quality video. Me, I'm like, I just need to get a video up there as soon as possible so people start, because people aren't going to be looking up the Avata 2 in a week or two. You know what I mean? Like launch day is the day to get it done. So Brent says, I hear the Goggles 3 are way more comfortable than the Goggle 2 torture device. So I have a lot of opinions on that. Something I also do on this channel is VR. I haven't done it in a while, but I've had just about every VR headset that's come out except for the Apple ones that are way overpriced. I'm not making fun of them. I know Doug's got a pair, but they're for the normal consumer. I mean, it's like buying a laptop. I will say the new goggles are comfortable, and I love the Integras and those goggles, how they've got that little knob in the back that tightens it around your head. What I don't like about VR headsets and goggles is whenever they do everything they can so that light doesn't come in. The new goggles have this, they've got like this really, really thin, flimsy rubber flaps, which I know why they did it. They put all the pressure here so you don't have all those the pressure around your nose. But it's, to me, they're like little rubber feathers that kind of tickle me. I made a comment in one of my videos about how I felt like there was a bug crawling in my goggles. And I think it was I think the wind hit that little rubber flap and it just kind of tickled my nose. So I'm not a big fan of that. I do love the fan in the goggles. They're pretty awesome. But if you think about the other goggles, like all the pressure was the pressure was evenly distributed across your face, whereas now all the pressure is right here. So the indent on the indent, I don't know where I should put that emphasis, but the indent on my forehead is a lot stronger, and maybe I have them too tight. But my favorite thing is that little knob in the back, because I just have to undo it like 3 clicks, and I can turn my hat backwards and put it on top of my hat. And to be honest, I made a comment about how it's not going to mess up my hair because it doesn't go over the head, but I honestly wish I had the head strap that went over the middle, because I feel like that kind of takes a lot of the pressure off of your head. So that's my 2 cents about it. They are very comfortable. If you compare them to like the first pair of goggles that we got, first FPV goggles, they're a lot better. They're a lot lighter. So Jim said they're very comfortable. So Jim likes them. John happens to like the 2 goggles better. So are those the DJI FPV version 2 or the DJI goggles 2? I'm very confused about how they name things. I wish they would have. These are the Avata goggles, and these, like, I don't like how the 2s and the 3s and the version 2 and I don't like all that stuff. Especially as a person that reviews a bunch of different things, I get all of those naming conventions crazy. Jim said he has a goggles 3 tattoo on his forehead now. I totally get that. Yeah, I think the Avata 2 would be awesome in Iceland. It's just a great little stable drone. And you'd be able to do the FPV shots plus the horizon hold videos, and you'll be able to do, as good as that camera is, you'll be able to get all of those shots with the same drone. Yeah. So Dewey said, with those goggles, I get super paranoid who's creeping up on me. The newest goggles, they have like a little first person view, like you can double tap them and you can see through the cameras on them. But it's a very, very tight view. Like it's, I don't know, you're like looking at a box like this far in front of you. That's about all you can see. So if you were looking through that box hole, that's what you can see. I did, if you guys watched one of my videos, I did do a hand caught with my goggles on. So that was pretty crazy. I will probably never do that again. But Joe talked about how people were exploding their props by taking their drone and turning it. So I just wanted to see if I could do it, but I also don't want to destroy my props. Although I've never exploded props, I've flown my Avata a lot. I would say the Avata is the drone I have flown second most out of all my drones I have. First drone that I flew more, oh crap, was my Mavic Pro. Mavic Pro, I flew the crap out of that drone. That was like the first year of my YouTube channel. That was about the only drone I had. But the Avata, I now have 4 Avatas. I like them so much. So we're going to refill the Coke a little bit. John's keeping tabs on who's in the chat. So I now have one Avata of every flavor. So I have, let me get this. I have the original Avata that wasn't originally mine. I traded for it from someone else. I have the Avata that I disassembled to solder on a power lead for the SMO 360 camera, and then I broke the SD card in it. So now, as far as the Avata goes, I can only record on internal storage, but it has a power lead, so I can put a GoPro Bones on it or the SMO cameras that I have. The SMO camera that I have. Then I have the Axis Flying 3.5 mod that I bought off eBay. Not sure the condition of the Avata part of it, but it flies like a champ, and it was the only real drone that I flew at South Florida. It was so windy, but that Axis Flying kit really, I need to put that video up. Maybe I'll put that video up tomorrow. I'll take a break from the Avata 2 videos and do my South Florida drone meetup video. And then I have the Avata 2. The Avata 2, I've purchased everything. I have the Flymore kit with the controller, the Flymore kit plus the RC, plus the ND filters. I got all of that right off the bat. So yes, and I'm gonna set up my 3D printer. I'm gonna get some orange filament, and I'm gonna start printing bumpers and stuff for my Avata 2, just for fun. So Doug says, Mavic Pro, I put the most miles on. Same. Loving all the drones. It doesn't miss the Phantom. Yeah, I don't miss the Phantom either. I had the Phantom 3 standard, maybe, so long ago. And then I ended up returning that before the I ended up returning it, and then I got the Mavic Pro. And then I bought a Phantom 4 Pro from someone down the road, and I had it maybe 6 months and then traded it in just because for what the Mavic 4 Pro could do, I feel like the Mavic Pro, or sorry, what the Phantom 4 Pro can do, I feel like I got the same result for me out of the Mavic Pro, and I didn't feel a need to have a big drone at that time. And then the Unique Typhoon H Plus really did it for me for a while. And then I got an Inspire, and now I have Inspire 2. So as far as big drones, I think the Inspire 2 is my favorite. But also, I loved my Unique Typhoon H Plus. There were just a couple things about it that were I liked hanging stuff from the bottom of it, and I think the mount on the Inspire 2 is a lot sturdier than the H Plus for hanging other things on it. I think it's great for the cameras that come with the Unique Typhoon H Plus, but as far as hanging a 360 camera from it, my little mod that I did, I feel was kind of flimsy at the time. So Jim said he has the DJI FPV and Avata 1 and 2. Yeah. Sorry. My son's driving for the first time, so I'm a little paranoid. I want to check something out real quick. Okay. All right. Sorry. So Jim, I don't have. So I'll show you what STLs I have. We can look those up real quick. I forget where I found them. I found them on printables, I think. I'll go ahead and put this on the stream. Man, where did I see them? I got them off. I downloaded them this morning, and I found them on. I feel like it was printables was where they were. Let's try printables. Maybe they've been removed already. Good thing I grabbed them. Where did I get them? Let's try this again. I know they were on here. I know they were on this website. By the way, this is like something you can do with the motion controller. This is like it's a little motion controller holder. So that's pretty neat. But all right, we're going to do this and see if there's other related models. Man, where did they? I bet maybe they got taken off. I don't know that I downloaded them either. Can't remember if I downloaded them or not. Let's take this off real quick and see. can't find them now. All right, we're going to try this one more time. All right, never mind. So yeah, time is at 7:42. Maybe 2 miles to a flight. So John does roof inspections with his Mini 2. Pretty cool. DB says, "Make America great again. Let's license out DJI tech for the new drone Raptor." John says Dobo has them on Etsy. Yep. Shameless plug. Jim said that his Avata bumpers do fit the Avata 2, just a little loose, but they still work. Yeah, I was there when he gave them to you, John. It's pretty cool. So Chuck said that he sold his Mini 2 to a fellow drone guy who wrecked his. It's a great drone, but I jumped to the Mini 3 Pro and it was not getting the airtime it deserved. Yeah. I mean, the Mini 4 Pro was the only drone I had in Orlando this last weekend. And I flew, so my whole family sleeps in. And so I would get up before the sun and I would grab a cup of coffee in the lobby, go sit out at the pool, which didn't open till maybe 8 or 9. And so I would just hang out at one of the picnic tables out by the pool and fly my drone all around the hotels. The first night, there was a Ferris wheel across the street from our hotel. Our hotel was right on. Whoa, there's things going on in my pants. My phone just went a little crazy. Sorry, I want to see what that was. Sorry, there's so many things going through my head right now that it's kind of hard to do my show right now. But there was this Ferris wheel, and I saw it at night, and I really wanted to go fly it at night, but we didn't get in till like 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, I'll just get it in the morning. By the time I woke up in the morning, I had to do some firmware updates because I had literally just bought the drone, and I couldn't access. I could access the Wi-Fi, but I could not do firmware updates because you know how like when you access a Wi-Fi, like a hotel's Wi-Fi or like Starbucks Wi-Fi, and then there's like this landing page that has like the terms and conditions and you have to accept it. Well, you can't do that from the DJI controller. So I could not get on the Wi-Fi of the hotel. And then I tried to download the firmware updates on my phone, and that would not work. And so, anyway, I decided to fly my first flight without firmware updates. It flew okay. Everything worked out, but the sun had already gotten up. So I do have a pretty awesome shot. I flew straight up to the middle of the Ferris wheel, and then I backed up. And so it kind of revealed the Ferris wheel, pretty tall Ferris wheel. So it's a pretty cool shot. So What else do we have? So Jim said he's going to wait for Amazon to have bumpers. I think I saw some today. Did I see some? I think they're already on Amazon, but the shipping is going to take a while. No, they're not up there yet. Nope, nothing on Amazon yet. So John says I have the wrong date on the title of my live stream. Thanks for pointing that out in front of everybody. No, you're good. So Dewey would love to fly at night, but he's less than a kilometer away from the Dublin airport. That's another thing. Have you guys noticed that no-fly zones have become less lenient now that remote ID is a thing? Have you guys noticed that? There are some areas that I wasn't allowed to take off 3 months ago that I can now take off and don't even need authorization to fly off, to take off. So I really think the whole remote ID has pulled back some of the no-fly zones. So anyway, it's just food for thought. So it is, we got 10 minutes left before 8, and I think I'm going to end the show at 8 tonight. So I wanted to show John put up a video of the people at the 2024 South Florida Drone Meetup. So we're going to play that video now.
You're right in there, but you're still a couple hundred feet away.
This is Ron Brown on assignment.
This is JC,
My
my buddy JC. Good to see you this year.
Johnny boy, glad you made it, my man. One video could have did it right.
Yeah, one video. He put out more videos on the
I did one video. It was short, and all I said was same. We are same people, different name, and done.
I ended up getting, they're sending me the mini.
Are
they? That's cool. So I'll get it on Monday. But they don't want me, they want me to hold off. They also told me though, like,
Who's that stud? Easy though.
This is every. What do you mean extra? This is every. This is
the skulls for 1 year.
Oh, I didn't bring anything. Yeah, the skulls. You know, Ray was.
Would be rad. The drone's falling out of the sky. Lost connection. That was scary. I put my drone in the air and then lost all connection to my drone. It was scary. All right. Good little video from John. Let's see, what else do we have? Flying ponds. All right, we got a one shot. I want to see a one shot. Dang it! Nice. I love that music, by the way. All right. So I wanted to show, let's see if we got any new posts. All right. I want to show this video from Jim. This is the Earth Day with the DJI Avata 2.
Last night, I had a dream of us coming together. Last night, in my dream, I saw unity. I had a taste of democracy, and I felt safe. East to the west and south to the north, people were living in peace, seeing the eyes of justice everywhere. Every land was thriving with love and prosperity. And I woke up asking myself, oh, I woke up asking myself, why can't we achieve a sustainable peace? Why can't we have a sustainable future? Why can't we achieve a sustainable peace? Why can't we have a sustainable future? Why can't we? Last night, I dreamt of an end to poverty. All nations were growing, all nations stood strong. Smiles of understanding between one another. Politics and music belong to the people again. Equal rights spread amongst all shapes and colors. People were building a beautiful and stable home. Last night, in my dream, I saw humanity. And I woke up asking myself, oh, I woke up asking myself, why can't we achieve a sustainable peace? Why can't we have a sustainable future? Why can't we achieve a sustainable peace? Why can't we have a sustainable future? Why can't we achieve a sustainable peace? Why can't we have a sustainable future? Why can't we, why can't we, why can't we, why can't we, why can't we live a peaceful life? Why can't we have...
At first I was kind of laughing about that song. But that song really, by the time that I was getting into that video, I really liked that song, Jim. So Dewey just posted a video. Dewey, does this have epidemic sound? Or I want to play the video, but I don't know if I should turn the music down or not. Let me know before I play it. Art list. Okay, so I don't know that I have art list, so this might be copyrighted for me, but we'll go ahead and play it. Wow. Dewey, that was an awesome video. Mini 2 got that footage. I think I really like the panorama at the end. I like the boats too. I'm a big fan of boats on water. But I love the shot. Let me see if I can bring it back. The shot of, where was it? I like that shot, but this shot is my favorite. I love this shot because at first I thought it was like land. And then all of a sudden I saw this boat on it. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's all water. I thought this shot was really, really cool. And I love how it doesn't have much color. I love, like, it looks very artistic the way the silhouettes are and everything like that. So great job, man. So I think that about does it for tonight. Yeah, I think that's the end of the show. I've got things popping up on my phone that's kind of distracting me right now. But yeah, hope you guys like this live stream. And make sure you guys like each other and support each other. We've all got videos up on our YouTube channels, and I think this is a hobby that's wonderful, and I love seeing the Earth from everybody's perspective. It's really neat. Like, we just watched Ireland, y'all. That's pretty awesome. Maybe not for Dewey, but for the rest of us, that's pretty awesome that we just saw some video and pictures of Ireland. And then Joe, I think Joe's in Louisiana. We saw some Louisiana tonight. We saw some Florida from John, even though he's not from Florida. Videos I've got up are from Nashville. I'm about to put up some Florida this week. I love seeing videos from all around. And I think drones kind of give us a neat perspective, and then 360 cameras give us a different perspective as well. But yeah, hope you guys like this content. I really enjoy watching your content more than I enjoy watching my own, but I really enjoy making my own content. So, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot Canada. Jim showed us some Canada. My bad. Yeah. All right. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Have a wonderful week, y'all, and keep creating videos and keep putting them in the club so I can put them on the live stream. I love watching your videos and seeing the world through your eyes. So have a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.